Okay, YouTube, so today what I want to do is use this air fryer that I just got in the mail last week. So this is going to be my first time trying out an air fryer. This particular one is made by GoWise USA, and on the manual here, in typical fashion, they have 4 different models. So I really don't know which of the 4 models that I have, but it's GW22731, and that ranges all the way up to GW22746. All right, so I have one of those models. All right, but nonetheless, what I did, I started by just cutting up a potato into some relatively thin slices. Some slices are thinner than others. And that last one, because I didn't want to chop off my fingers, the last one is relatively thick. So I'm going to take these potatoes, put them in a little container here. And I don't know if I'm doing this right. I did not read the manual, but we're just going to give it a go. All right. Let me get the cutting board and the knife out of here. All right, so we have the potatoes. And the point that I believe of the air fryer is to limit the amount of oil that you use. So you got to use some oil. So I have a little bit of this Crisco oil left, pure vegetable oil, and I'm just going to pour some over here, like so. All right, shake it up a little bit. So that's already, it's way less oil than you would normally fry something in. Normally, you have to pour a lot of oil, and you have to submerge whatever you're frying into that hot oil in order for it to cook. So right now, I'm just making sure that the oil is, the little bit that I did use is on every one of these potato slices, dare I say, potato fries. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And this is a learning experience, so if it doesn't work out, I'll learn from this before I move on. All right? So there you have it. Relatively evenly spread out with the oil. So right now, we jump from the oil to, we're going to put some sea salt on these bad boys here. I'm going to sprinkle some sea salt in here. Hit the other side. Might have to add salt again after the fries are done. I don't know. And while we're at it, why don't we go with some pepper as well. Get your pepper. All right. I want to flip them over. I want to season everything with the salt, with the pepper. And normally, like if you're frying something the traditional way, it would make no sense whatsoever to pre-season, because all of your seasoning would come off in the fryer, in the grease, I should say, so we don't get it mixed up. Because what I'm using now is the air fryer, what I'm about to use. All right, so these are, in my opinion, well seasoned. At this point, looks good. And we're going to move over to the actual air fryer by GoWise. All right. So here it is. All right, well, here it is. So it's not something that I'm going to leave out. It's pretty huge. So I plan to use it, and then I will store it when it's not in use. Let me plug it up. First go around. All right, you hear it? All right, let's see. I'm going to start by pulling out the tray. It's a two-piece situation here. You have your tray, the frying tray, I should say, inside of this holder here. And what I did, I put in, this is 9-inch parchment paper, and this is just for my cleanup, just to keep it easy cleanup. So let's see what I want to do. Maybe I want to, since I'm filming, let's grab some tongs. Put these in. Put them in, put them in, put them in. As you can see, some of this is not as seasoned as I would have liked, because maybe the container was too small. Maybe next time I'll use a larger container as far as seasoning, but nonetheless, I think it's going to work out. Let's get them all in there. And this is my it's my little lunch here. I have some crab cakes that I'm going to finish off in the counter oven. Little toaster oven. And that's it. I'm going to have the crab cakes and these potato fries for my little lunch here. All right, so this is what we have. I'm going to take this, put it back in to the air fryer. All right. So let's see. You only have one button lit up, so let's assume that you got to hit that button first. And then you have some different things that you can choose from. Fries, looks like meat, shrimp, baking, blah, 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 fish, steak, chicken, and even a pizza right here. So I'm going to hit fries. Let's start it back up. I thought I was going to select fries. Let's see. This is your temperature selection. Let's see. How do I select fries? Here you go. It's this piece right here. So you don't hit the actual icon. You hit this button right here, and it toggles all the way through. So fries are blinking. So let's assume that this is for fries, and looks like they have the heat already set at 400 Fahrenheit. And it looks like it's going to take about 15 minutes. So about halfway through, I'll come back and I'll shake it up. All right. So since I'm waiting and talking, this thing took a little too long. It timed out. So I'll go back in, hit fries, and hit start. And we have 15 minutes of cook time. All right, so I took them out to turn them around. I've already turned some around. And what I don't really like is that they're not cooking in like an even manner. It's not even at all. And I'm not feeling the parchment paper. That's something that I threw in there myself. This is not recommended or anything, but I'm not really feeling the parchment paper for this particular type of food. Maybe it's not heavy enough. I don't know. I'm going to try it a couple more times though before I give up on the parchment paper, but I was just using that for a cleanup. Again, that's not something that's recommended, but I was using it to make sure that everything is nice and clean. Like this one is already done. Tastes good. That one is done. The food tastes good. The chips taste good. But I have some more time. So I put it back in. And it's going to pick up where it left off. Only 3 minutes left. I was supposed to flip these halfway, but I got involved in some other things. And we have three more minutes left. We'll see how it works out. All right, they are done. As far as the timing is concerned, 5 minutes. And once again, the parchment paper does not look like it's the move on things that don't weigh much. This might be a good idea for like chicken or something like that. But if you have more in there. So I'm going to consider all of these done. They're still hot, so they're actually still cooking. And I'll take these out, let them sit for a minute or so as the crab cakes get done in the toaster oven. And one thing I can say is that I can really taste the pepper. Can really taste the pepper more so than when I use pepper with things that come right out of the hot grease. I don't know, maybe the grease absorbs some of the flavor of the pepper. I don't know. But with this, I can taste the pepper a lot. So the next time, I'll be less liberal with the use of the pepper. But I'll definitely still use pepper. And yeah, the parchment paper, I don't know. The thing is very clean. I can just basically wipe this out. A sponge, a soapy sponge with water, and this thing is done. There's nothing that's stuck to it, and that's what I was going for. But I don't know if the parchment paper is the move. I'll try it out a couple more times though. Let's get rid of this. And we will wait for the crab cakes. Actually, it looks about done. I'm going to flip it over one more time. I like my stuff nice and brown, nice and crispy for everything. All right, so I went and smothered these with the crab cakes with some nice rich honey mustard. And I have the chips on the side and a little bit of agua. And that is my lunch. I'm out.